Great Unity World is, I know you are stubborn with age. Why don't you change? Choose the life master you want to choose, based on these 3 rankings. Choose well, then we begin. Okay, the first group. My heart is clearly broken. Why can't I change my mind? Okay, let's look at the board. This group, I see the person in your heart is a very smart comrade. He doesn't really want to talk to you now. We have blocked him single-handedly for 3 years. Why is it such a state? The current situation is because of this person's thoughts. The burden is too heavy, thinking too much so that you often can't sleep well at night. What is the attitude of other media towards him? He really has a hard time sleeping. Sometimes it may even be dawn. Here I see some babies in your heart growing this person. This is why you are still stubborn now. The connection with this person, your relationship, is fated by the heavens. Perhaps for many dogs, I see a lot of breakups and reunions, especially many good times, then confrontations, and then this constant tug of war. This is a very energy-consuming state, and I feel that in this relationship, there are several reasons why you are still stubborn. Firstly, this person will use language to communicate with you. This person is very talkative, and I'm very happy. And the person may sometimes be someone older than you. He will use that kind of teaching behavior, or give you some truths, and you will think he is very charming during his speech. Over time, you will be impressed by this image and charm. Even if he breaks your heart, you still consider his rational thoughts to be very important. The second point is that both of you really enjoyed the feeling in the Apple event. This board is very obvious, especially obvious. So many advertisements may sometimes be more about fantasy and this. The image is in a series of scenarios. So some of you babies are reluctant to give up, or there will be a kind of, if he breaks up with me, won't I be discordant with him in the future? Or can't there be that kind of Apple event happening again? Some babies are fantasizing like this. Often fantasize that this person has great ambitions, so his language is very rich. Therefore, you feel that he is really charming. Yes. Furthermore, this person, for your efforts, actually in this process, this person also wants to chat with you guys from the beginning, okay? It's just that, as I said, you're a repetitive and intertwining relationship. This person is very pragmatic. If he could make more money for you, he feels his ability is very good. After all, he's quite realistic, even though he wants to make a lot of money for you, but his abilities are limited, right? Of course, if the person relies on his abilities to make a living, he gets 10 out of 10. You guys are missing a very authoritative person in your minds. I've seen many instances where rumors and gossip from the outside world have led to breakups. Moreover, this person may have been stalled, stuck, or isolated in the past, but now they are about to start moving. Take action, but their actions are also a kind of action in thought. I see some of them are going to face, and then there is an Apple event. What I see here is some of them have really broken up. So for you guys, this relationship might be really heartbreaking, because sometimes you find this person very charming, yet sometimes they seem to keep you at arm's length, which is a tough state to be in. Let's go and leave a comment when watching the video. Sometimes you're so indulged in this feeling that you can't extricate yourself. So this very clear event has nothing to do with your repetitive pull and push. To tell you the truth, it's not so much about you, but about your secret. So when your signs of pregnancy appear, it doesn't necessarily mean that your current pregnancy is not going well. At the same time, whether you can go left or right, you will eventually return to your starting point. So the final guarantee, even if you win, there will be pull, there will be good, there will be pull. Therefore, your love will stubbornly stay here. So more love, more support. Hey Dylan, I've clearly learned what stubbornness is. From the perspective of the cards, I think the insurance of this group is the person you're thinking about, who always thinks about you day and night. First of all, I want to tell you, the second one is your group's insurance. From the perspective of the cards, I think this group's insurance is playing a lot with the opponent. And this baby, the person you guys are thinking about in your minds, he believes that you guys are the person he most wants. The other thing is that most of the babies are the person you think of in your heart. He thinks that you bring him all the senses and feelings when you are together. Some APPs, he feels very satisfied. He feels very comfortable. Even some bright babies, If you guys go out on a date or something, he would be honored to take you out. He's very proud. So lucky. Even when you go to eat with his friends, he feels very confident. He feels proud in front of his friends. So this person, in fact, can rob you guys day and night. This person is a breakup. Because in his eyes, you are that unattainable star. I feel a certain way that kind of separate him from me. What's going on between him and me? In fact, in his heart, you're nothing but treasured items that are a bit stuck. Because right now, this person is working extremely hard on himself. Although he's asking me to listen to you, it is very obvious that a large part of this group is family. So or as we've seen, some of our video viewers are in a family situation. If this is the case, then your relationship might evolve with the weather. Your relationship is actually very stable. Some of them are willing to meet you. If he of you is married, then outsiders see his whole family situation is very harmonious, very happy. But actually, there is a lack inside the family. Such a warm sentiment. Poor thing. But hey, well, since that's the case, he hasn't given up on his family, and with you, is also thinking about deeply establishing development. Of course, you look at the new website, it could be that you are a family, and this person is very happy when thinking of you. But if you give this person the feeling or emotion, then he will, even after these repeated years, when he recalls those moments when he's been hurt, he becomes extremely cautious, fearing getting hurt again. Sometimes, he'll be very happy when he's with you, but after you two part ways, he feels like he can't move forward. I see this relationship can't develop too quickly, and then he wants to approach your development. I see there are students and colleagues in the selfish relationship. Besides, there are large state-owned units, including civil servants, because this person may want to ask some of you out in terms of your relationship. But if you can't make it, he's not very happy, because it's just him. A small part of his disease is hidden. Regarding your feelings, I see this friend is very conflicted. He doesn't know how to handle his literature, an art relationship, and your relationship. I see many reference factors on this card surface. Of course, if you are a baby from afar, then you're thinking about this person in your heart, and you are the person he wants. But there are also some things between you that feel quite distant. He doesn't think it's very likely. How could it be possible, right? He thinks there's no chance, no possibility. This is such a good encounter for him. So he thinks there is still a possibility of a great sense of distance in this. There are some people who, if they are breaking up, will have this kind of conversation with you, and there will also be some opportunities to meet. Although there are contradictions, this person inherently likes you, he naturally loves. Of course, this person also has their own heart and skill. At the same time, they can be like a child. At the moment, you guys are a bit stuck, and this stuck state will last for a while. Because I am so good, so you guys can't handle him. In terms of his personality, you can't handle him. It's the self-joy that they bring to themselves. When they think of this person, they feel very happy. Well, given this feeling, when chatting with him during a more gloomy time, he wants to hear adult conversations, but he's actually defeated by my personality. He doesn't like listening to those kinds of conversations. So after you chat too much, he will find out why we chat so much. Our feelings are not bad. Why do you chat so much? So usually when you have a good time with him, he will become very contradictory when he resists with his family. So, what makes you really delightful is that the more emotion you invest, the harder it is for him to offer you a future. At that time, you didn't give up in this process. You were with him, and you two still dated, or so to speak. For example, if he's your leader, you would adore him. At the age when you grew up, you want to care about him every day, or he's your classmate. Especially if he has such an emotional possibility, you might be in such a state. It's a little bit reluctant to let go. It's because you guys feel that the relationship is pretty good, so you won't change your mind because your feelings are there. This relationship is because you can see each other every day, even if it's impossible. You guys bring each other some happiness. You guys are worth to be very satisfied. If the other party doesn't take any action towards you, then your memory will be vast. Therefore, your things have changed a bit. In your heart, you will let go of this person, and this person will make you work hard. You change their pleasure. The feeling they give them at a certain location. Thank you. It also won't say to leave him immediately, or even if you're in a stuck state, but you guys still want to stick together, according to your thoughts, so you guys may die heartlessly. This is probably the point. The third group. I am clearly prepared for 4 groups. I see the second group, and the group came to have a look. Looking from day to night. A sudden incident. might happen in the government, and then your relationship ends. It's clear that this group has finished a lot. Of course, they will finish. But the babies in this group have this kind of resurrection. It may be slower because your shadow table seems extraordinary. He should be very restrained, and he also has the consciousness of opening this perception. Some babies are the faces of the country, and it's just now you and your heart still want a person. If you want to find him, of course he's more uncooperative. No matter what, you are really unreachable in this life. They think you really have a certain position in their hearts. They can't forget so many of your puppies. There are work affairs and students. In fact, some of your communication is not bad. Of course, you can communicate, but in fact, your deep understanding of each other is much worse than the surface understanding. These people often don't understand the deepest things and interests. Both sides don't understand each other very well. This person is now very restrained, super restrained. You can also consider it a stoned. And then, if you guys find a big thing that causes you to break up, then I see that some of you babies want to go back to that beautiful feeling. After all, in this relationship, your goodness towards this person, or his goodness towards you, it is obvious, so he can't bear your kindness to him. If you want to treat others well, he can't bear it. He wants to find you quickly, but he is not very cooperative at the moment. He may be very angry, and a big event has happened. In addition, in here, I see the status of page 3. Even when this strategic thing happened, it was sudden. When things happen, it might trigger this matter continuously. So he is all you want to be right now. If you want to reconcile, I think it's a bit difficult, but there is a good chance, because this person is about to move, because he is thinking. After he has rested, he will have the energy to contend with you. If you still want to continue quarreling, because the insurance machine mentioned here, the legislator and wait for his legislators, which means that you will be slower in comparison with this estimated treatment. Illegal. So you see what's sudden in it. When there's time to play, it's very hard for both parties. I see this person and his object. The feelings here are not very suitable in all aspects. But a vast majority of babies, you guys didn't get the face cards in this relationship. But both of you have this special existence. So one thing that makes you uneasy is when you've had a fight or disagreement, and they're still reaching out to you. This sets your mind racing, trying to figure out why they keep looking for you, testing you, and so on. Of course, this person is reminiscing about the good things you've done for them. So now this person, or you two, are literally begging me, and I'm begging you. But in reality, you're still thinking about someone in your heart. You will feel heartbroken. But some are still adamant that your relationship can still be together. In fact, you understand in your heart. He also understands. Although the secret of the autonomous baby's operational capacity did not appear, I feel that the autonomous baby is similar to the country in many ways. After all, quarrel, finish quarreling, and it will be peaceful after a while. Then the other side will take off their shoes to find you. But right now, girls lack personality, so they act like cards. As of now, there is still no 3 golds. They are something equals to, I believe, boyfriend not guaranteed, female. But you are just 2 people matched incorrectly because you want to ruin the original, and you are indeed a very thoughtful person. So this card means a childlike mentality, right? So I think if you don't play it, you might think you can always hold on to it, but I don't have confidence in myself. I think, though a sudden financial incident caused 2 people to break up and block each other, a bit of communication can help. Action, and then it will turn red. So I am very confident about this incompatible situation. This third group, after all, corresponds to your impressive battle at the Omiya battle. If it matches your memory, remember to give me a little red star. Share, and you can leave your thoughts and what you want to test next time in the comments. Bye-bye.
Vibrant colors.